Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing an astrogalomancy style general reading. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, Jupiter placement, and south node placement, okay? So I'll go ahead and roll the dice and see which signs this will be for, okay? Here we go. We're going to aim to cover as many signs and placements Spirit wants for these generals at this time, okay? I'm going to aim for 4 to 6 today, although 6 I think I got time for. So you got a little bit of flexibility today if we need it. Alright, it will cover around a few days whenever you see this video. If your sign in any placement isn't covered, have no fear. Just mean it may not be needed at this time. You may want to check the previous videos or keep a lookout for the next batch. I do these twice a week, so. Alright. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the general collective at this time for whatever resonate, for whenever it comes to bind? Please and thank you. Alright, do we need to? Yes, we got a duplicate. Alright. Alright, here we go. We have Virgo. We have Capricorn. We have Scorpio. And we have Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and pause real quick in case we might need to have those dice again to identify the others in the situation. Alright, hold on a sec. Alright, I'm going to pull 6 tiles. Alphabet tiles is to be words, names, you know, towns, initials, acronyms, that sort of thing. If any I don't happen to see or mention, you happen to notice, go ahead and comment down below. It might help people. See if this is their situation story. Alright, Spirit, please and thank you. Got a good shuffle on that one. A little shake, shake. A little shakety shake. Alright, first letter out, we have Q. We have L. We have S. We have Y. We have C. And we have G. Already I'm seeing sly as a word. That's the only one that's really jumping out right now. Alright, I'll go ahead and shuffle and pull the cards for tea leaf, past life, my location identifier, life purpose. We'll do one from the Bluebird or Gypsy of the Normans, one from Moonology, just to get a sense of what situation we're dealing with here. Alright, Spirit, what is the circumstance surrounding our Virgo, Cap, Scorp, and Aquarius there, please and thank you. So who, what, when, where, why? Thank you. And then we'll go ahead and go further from Kipper and clarify with the Rock and Roll Tarot. One more, please. Thank you. All right. Past life oracle. Let's get a couple, please, to identify. Thank you. And any animals you see or heavy amounts of color. Could also be signs and sinks as well. They could also just be identifiers. Maybe it's their favorite animal. It could be their Chinese zodiac. It could be their native zodiac, Celtic zodiac, whatever might resonate for you at this time, okay? So from the location identifier, which could be places they've traveled, where they live, how you best recognize them. One, please. Thank you. All right. And one from Life Purpose Oracle. Ideas and identify it. Please and thank you. And Lenormand. Please and thank you. Identify. Thank you. And Moonology. This could also be timing and an identifier as well. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. bit of a mess here. Hold on a sec, guys. All right, so first card out we have is chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Could be a good thing, right? Could also be just a sad thing. So we'll see. We have mice, discord amongst family or friends. And perhaps it's because of this discord that someone is leaving your life. We also have the month of February. So this could be someone's birth month. So that would be Aquarius, Pisces. Okay. Could be a special date in February. The only holiday that I can think of is Valentine's Day. So perhaps something happened around last Valentine's Day or will in the upcoming, okay? All right, we also have tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. All right. Another identifier we have here is fog, snow, rain, or drizzle. So that may be significant to someone in this scenario. Maybe they love the rain or the fog or the drizzle or the snow, or maybe they live somewhere where there's a lot of that. The two cards you have out from the past life oracle are persecution and inquisition. This could be the cause of this discord, or this could just be somebody that would be naturally doing that to everybody, okay? We also have wars and battles. There's your discord, okay? So, conflict seems to be persistent in this scenario with these individuals, okay? Your life purpose oracle had a brain fart there for a second. So maybe this might be tiring enough to the point where you're like, okay, I need to just take a break. My brain just shut off. Okay, maybe it might be super overwhelming. That's the energy I'm getting. All right. You have crystals. So it could be somebody's name. Crystal's a name too. All right. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So maybe your way through this right now would be helpful using some crystals, right? Like that might be a good thing to have. It could also just be maybe this person loves crystals, right? Or their name is Crystal. Okay. All right, your Bluebird Lenormand. All right, so I am feeling the Four of Cups on this card. Okay, it's number 17, it's the fish, okay? Sometimes I pick up on the minor arcana there. The Four of Hearts is the Four of Cups. So there's something offered or pondered. There's an option being given. Perhaps it's not seen yet, or maybe it is, and there just needs to be some time to kind of decide on what the next best move in this situation is. With the chair empty there, this person is leaving, or whoever this situation is leaving. And the Four of Cups having to be pondered, an offering perhaps that might seem risky here, taking a chance, right? So we'll get into it a little bit. The fish is the emblem of riches through stocks, but if distant, it foretells failure and disaster. So it's really a card of risk and reward, like determining what is the best choice, right? And it could very well be something that turns out to be abundant, not necessarily stocks per se, but stocks are typically investments you make financially for your future, right? Like it's a future thing. You kind of add a little bit at a time, and then you'll be able to cash in way later on down the line, sort of like, a retirement plan, if you will. So maybe whatever this risk is for the long-term game, the long game, right? All right. Speaking of Pisces, all right, your Moonology card is New Moon in Pisces. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, have Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate, okay? So whatever this scenario is going to need a little bit of attention to that, okay? You might have to pace yourself through it. It seems exhausting already since, the brain fart was a good indication of that energy. So you might need to pace yourself through this situation before you take a chance. Really evaluate everything. Make sure your energy's on point, okay? Whatever this is. And fish here, that's also Pisces. So maybe Pisces is heavy in this situation. All right, so let's get some Kipper on this. All right, can you tell us more about this scenario, Spirit? What is happening here? What is this scenario leading up to this risky chance situation that needs to be heavily pondered. Please and thank you. I'm not doing any reversals. I'm just going to keep it simple. Alright, 3 more please, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Alright. The one card that popped up, face up, and the rest were all down, is false person. So that might be the heavy energy in this situation. Okay. False person is someone that is lying, cheating, stealing, being inauthentic. So perhaps that's where your discord is coming from. All right, card number 21 breaks down to 3. We have family, so this has something to do with family. There's your family, discord and family. There may be a younger individual in his feminine energy. Yeah, that's silver. 13 breaks down to a 4. This is not necessarily a person that's wealthy. It just could mean that they, they could be a business owner. They could be, but typically age-wise, it's someone younger by, 20s or 30s. Okay. Young adult. There you go. Number 39, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. Wow. Okay. We got 3s on board here. All right. You got community. So this could be like, it takes a village. I always think of it with this card. So this could be family, friends, neighbors. It could be everybody involved. Maybe there's just a ton of people involved in this situation. And that's why it's like a war or a battle, because there's a lot of energies involved. Okay. Surrounding, let me make some room here. Surrounding this false person, card number 8. Okay, lying, cheating, stealing, being inauthentic, and we'll clarify that a bit as well. With a main male, oh no, the wealthy man's in his gold energy, so he's in his masculine energy. He's taking charge. The main male's in his feminine energy, probably more in tune with himself. 30s, 40s, 50s, okay? And number 33, concern. So maybe this is the individual that needs to take a chance, right? Do something risky and ponder things over, okay? So this is your energy that's in this energy here. That could be you. That could be someone around you. Maybe that's just something that you need to be aware of at this time. If you're not involved in this situation. Maybe they might need some advice. It's possible. Or perhaps this main male is the one leaving because they're making that decision to do so. All right. This can go in number 8. All right. Let's talk about this false person, Spirit. What is the discord? What is the cause of this discord? Is this just inauthenticity with this persecution and position? Or cheating, or verbal con artist behavior? I'm seeing that too. All right. 2, 3 on the false person, please. Just get an idea of what we're dealing with here. Okay, normally I'm not taking reversals with this deck, but the Fool came out first in the reverse, so alongside, let's take the top one, thank you, alongside the Queen of Pentacles, a motherly figure, okay? That typically means maybe this person had been reckless, okay? I'll go ahead and leave it in the reverse, okay? They had been reckless, there's consequences perhaps for their actions, and maybe this doing something risky, taking a chance is one of those karmic reactions. And it's leading this person into a crisis mode, sorrow, anguish, maybe some fears, right? Nightmares of sorts. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes, right? You can easily correct that just by being decent and undoing the damage and showing yourself reliable and not being reckless, right? All right. So let's see, what is the cause of this recklessness? Let's give this person the benefit of the doubt, just so we have a better understanding of the premise. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, Queen of Wands, fiery, passionate, extroverted, Could also be the other woman card, but didn't show up in the reverse. I'm not really seeing that she was badly manifesting. It just seems she's impulsive with this Eight of Wands here. Maybe there was some fast communication she had done without thinking, right? Speaking of which, yes, we have the Magician and the Two of Swords. Yes, so she did this without thinking. She manifested decisions way too quickly. Okay, there's your carelessness, your recklessness. All right. And I am getting that this is definitely a feminine energy. A mom, perhaps, a parental figure. There's air of stubbornness here. I'm seeing that as well. Okay. So what is this doing something risky, taking a chance? What's the concern here? What's the options being decided upon? Spirit, let's get a few on that. Thank you. One more, thank you. All right. All right, we have someone needing to take charge. We have the Emperor here, okay? Perhaps it is an Emperor. Could also be Aries energy with that. I'm also seeing Gemini and Virgo with the Magician, and Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with the Queen of Pentacles, Aries, Leo, Sag with the Queen of Wands. So that's your... Who am I missing? Okay. Who am I missing? Okay. Oh, and then Aquarius, Pisces with February here, okay? So this Emperor has to stand up and make a decision that's best for everybody's interest, right? In order to avoid some sort of, there might have to be a decision to outcast a situation, right? Or to work through whatever poverty or hardship this is, okay? And it may require a bit of reciprocity and giving into the situation. There will be a gain with making that decision, okay? So whatever this decision is to work through this struggle here, all right? But it's got to be given into. There's got to be some reciprocity, equal give and take here. And so what would happen? What do you suggest? What's on the flip side? What's the other choice regarding a person that's not going to be receptive to reciprocity? Just to get that angle. What's another choice? This has layered components because it could go any which way. You've got someone with impulsive behavior here that's a little reckless. It's a little hard to navigate these energies. And I'm definitely feeling like you need to have some patience in this matter. Look at it from all angles, right? That's how you, that's what makes an Emperor. Someone who's able to see all aspects of the situation and move accordingly, right? All right. To answer that question, we have the Sun. Whatever's happy makes everybody happy in this situation. Bring justice to the situation. And that could be a card of Leo, and you've also got Libra there as well. And being in a King of Wands energy. So you got to be sort of passionate and motivated and generous to everybody. Sort of direct as well. I'm also feeling you just got to kind of move quickly, or at least move in a way that connects everything together, that is efficient. There you go. That's the word. There you go. Efficient. All right, spirits. Let's get some guidance from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters for Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius regarding this scenario. Please and thank you. Okay, let's do one more. Yeah, we got time for one more. Okay. Since there are multiple energies involved in this situation, okay? All right. Your first card out is Brother Raccoon, a safe place for you to go. Number 4. I'm getting the sense that you might need to hermit mode to think about things, okay? So you find a safe place, all right? Your imaginary friend, childhood treasures resurface. Number 15. Perhaps that could be some of the taking a chance, doing something risky, might have some tie to a childhood, okay? Brother Raccoon. Raccoons speak of stealth, remaining undercover, and flying under the radar. Raccoons suggest you take cover, work with camouflage, and stay in the in-between places for a time in order to remain safe. Do not reveal who you are, what you do, or your new idea or project to all. Too often we share that what we are planning out loud, giving all, even ourselves, the impression it is already done. It is not. It needs careful protection, but mostly you need to not draw attention. It does not mean that you have to be furtive or sneaky, though some will call it so. It means to quietly get on with your day-to-day and the very soulful business of change without showing everyone every detail along the way. You have far to go. At this early stage, it's not advisable to share all. There is a sacred part of you that must be protected, for it could easily be exhausted and exploited by those who will be very quick and even quicker than you to recognize the value of what you have. I'm getting a sense with that recklessness, the Fool in reverse over there, okay? That's perhaps the energy that needs to leave in order for this idea to come into full fruition. Brother Raccoon speaks. In order to survive, sometimes you must hide, camouflage, or mask yourself from those who would know your true nature and exploit you. Like a precious plant when snow falls, you must go underground, huddle in your seed, and keep quiet and safe from those who would take you and cultivate you and your amazing self for their own reasons. This is not a time to allow yourself to be used by others for their own agendas. Do not think of hiding or melting into the forest as cowardice. It is wise to go to ground for a time now. This is why I'm here. I will show you the safe places. I will introduce you to the safe people. In order for you, your ancestry, your bloodline, and anything cherished and rare to live on, you sometimes must hide it away for a time, bringing it forward later so that you flourish. So perhaps this might have some sort of family connection with regards to childhood. Okay. Let me, the raccoon, show you where to go, who to hide out with, and when to hunker down. Your wisdom will not fade. You'll not be seen for a time in order to survive with your ways, your culture, and your wisdom intact. Divination. Do not speak, adapt, make intelligent choices, and hide your precious self or knowledge for a time. If working on a new project, do not speak of it to others for now. At the least, you will dissipate the energy. More terrifying, you run the risk of it being stolen or appropriated, and you also run the risk of worrying about it, which in itself is energy sapping. Keep it a beautiful secret between you and the universe and continue to do your work. It needs your attention and energy right now, thus the Six of Pentacles, right? Okay, the reciprocity, giving into something, right? And, it's a card of just investment and receiving as well. Do not give it all away. Keep it close, fresh, new, and exciting, and stay well under that radar for the time being. Be adaptable for now. Keep the mask close. You are highly intelligent. You will have a perfect place to hide out, a place to stay safe, a place to preserve yourself and your treasure. This going to ground will not be forever, and when you emerge, you will be reborn, ready to come from a heart-centered space with no more need to hide. Number 15, your imaginary friend. All right. About your imaginary friend. This fascinating, quirky familiar asks you to pay attention to all the beautiful treasures buried in your memory, suffocating in old chests and stuffed away in drawers. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Maybe the ideas will come if you organize some old stuff that you haven't seen in a while. Maybe old pictures, childhood drawings, maybe? Okay. If you have any of that stuff, yes. All right. It is time to rediscover something discarded. When you reclaim it and its worth, you can keep it, share it, give it away, or recreate something from it. But you must touch it, feel it, and know it again. This darling imaginary friend reminds you that childhood friends and treasures know your ancient history. Reconnecting with them can reawaken potentials you have shut down for some time. Your talents and imaginings of your younger days can be revisited and even restored. Such jewels and wonders await you, and they are all in the mementos of your past. Your imaginary friend does not wish you to wallow or stagnate in the past, but to bring something that is well worth reviving into the present moment. Maybe an old idea coming to new, right? maybe something that had been dropped and given up on. Do this, and you will receive so many messages of shared joy and happiness. You will feel so blessed and delighted to have claimed your own very sacred, everyday history. Your imaginary friend speaks. You have with you some very important mementos, all of which are powerful talismans and totems of protection. It is time to take them out of their boxes, retrieve them from behind the wardrobe, or bring them down from the attic. Find the lovely old toys, clean them, smile over them, and feel all the energy that was poured into them so very long ago. Even if it is the tiniest scrap of something, a fragment of a photo, it holds so much power and energy, and it will show you both how far you have come and how much closer you are to being your true self. All powerful ones who shapeshift and change have a talisman, treasure, or touchstone that reminds them of who they are in a very essential way. It is time for you to seek out this most valuable heart's treasure, to reconnect with it and feel the beautiful power of once again remembering who you are in all your complexity and fragmented, perfectly imperfect beauty. A childhood friend from long ago returns as another meaning to this card. Ooh, all right. She knows your history. Surround yourself with the comforts of childhood. Others may look at your reclaimed treasure and say, what is that old thing? Do not trouble yourself. The truth is, they too have an old thing that may seem obsolete and sentimental to another. If they have become so distant from their treasures, time will bring them back to understanding and recognizing their value once again. Or not. It is not your concern whether or not others understand. Keep only your treasures close. You may remember the imaginary friends you had in early childhood. What fun you both had, what mischief, and what comfort she was when no one else understood anything at all about you. I had 3 imaginary friends growing up, although I'm pretty certain none of them were imaginary. I'm pretty certain 2 of them were ancestors from like the 1700s, and I suspect the 3rd was my spirit guide. He still hasn't fessed up yet. Okay. Side note. So your imaginary friend could not be imaginary. It could actually be somebody who had been guiding you from your spirit team, right? Okay. Or it could have been a ghost too. Maybe some psychic ability was coming through early on, right? To let you know that you could do that. All right. So that could be the gift in this situation. That could be the treasure, right? With her, you were never alone. Maybe it definitely is part of your spirit team. She reappears now to remind you of the treasures of the past and to help you bring those treasures back to life right now. You may be about to see people from your past visit an old family home, head to a reunion, or have an unexpected encounter with something that brings back a very strong memory. It is worth noticing because it will enrich you and make you feel very loved and appreciated. And with that, I actually want to do a sign and sync with that, just so you know what to look for when it happens, okay? Spirit, what sign or synchronicity, in addition to all these animals and numbers we got going on? Anything else? One more, please.